Hi there. Tonight we're going to be looking at Cookidoo. So what is Cookidoo? Cookidoo is a recipe platform that's been developed by Thermomix. It gives you access to 60,000 recipes worldwide. Available on the TM6 via the internet. If you have a TM5, then you can get a cook key which connects the machine to the internet, and you can get on-screen access on your TM5. If you've got a TM31 or earlier, you can still use the recipes on Cookidoo, but you will use them in the manual mode. Okay, so what does Cookidoo allow you to do? You can search. It's got a lot of different search functions. You can create and save your own collections, save cookbooks and smaller collections. You can do some meal planning for the week, and you can create shopping lists. So it's going to help with your menu planning and shopping, saving both time, money, and reducing a lot of waste as well. What I might do is just show you a little bit on my TM6 of how you access Cookidoo on your Thermomix. And it would be very similar on the TM5 once you've got a cook key on there. And then we'll go right back to basics and see how you sign up and where you go from there. Right, so this is the home screen when you turn on your Thermomix, and the TM6 has 3 windows. You can swipe one way to get your automatic modes. The other way, you've got your Cookidoo platform. So from here, you can actually just go to search for something. So say you were in your kitchen and you wanted to search for a chicken recipe, you can just search in here. You get a little keypad that comes up, and you can type in chicken. So from your home screen, if you don't want to search but just want to use a recipe that you've already saved or bookmarked or is in a collection, you just tap the 3 little lines up in the corner there, and you can go to your recipes, your week if you've already got some things in there planned, or recipes that you might have recently cooked are also in there. I very recently cooked chicken tikka masala. So when you select a recipe, you get the recipe up on the screen. You can start cooking and it will just take you step by step through the recipe. It's what's called guided cooking. Or you can have a look at the recipe detail. You've got things like its difficulty, its prep time, total time, and how many portions you're going to get. The ingredients and preparation steps are listed in the order that you're going to need them and do them. And as you scroll down the recipe, you'll find that there's often hints and tricks. Something that's really useful, there's some background information here, but you have nutritional information as well. So if you're counting calories or carbs or protein, fat, then all of that information is on the recipes. Back to home. Okay, so I'm just going to switch back to my screen, and we're just going to take you now through how you get started with Cookidoo. So I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, so what you need to do on any smart device, you can access Cookidoo on your phone, your tablet, or your computer. Go to the website cookidoo.com.au. and make sure it's the website, because if you decide to sign up, it's better to sign up on the website rather than the app. You'll get this screen, and as you can see, it says try it for free. So Cookidoo offers a 30-day free trial. They don't need any card details, so it's not that you're going to get an automatic subscription. But if you like it and you want to continue to subscribe, then it's $49 a year, which is really cheap. It's just less than $1 a week, but try it for free. It will take you to a screen where it wants you to put in an email address and a password, and that's all it needs to sign up. Then you just click sign up. You'll get an email for you to activate your account, and once you've done that, when you go to the cookidoo.com.au website, or you can actually use the app from then on, this is the screen that you get, which is very similar to the screen that you saw on the TM6. There's a lot to explore. Let me see the explore sign here. If we just, first of all, just scroll down this screen, you've always got a little bit of a magazine-y feel to it. It's giving you latest recipes, some recipe spotlight, gives you hints on what's being most cooked, a little bit about Thermomix. There are various articles which you can scroll through. This month we're featuring Indian cooking, the Flavors of India cookbook, and the large thermomat are a free gift with purchase. So there's quite a lot of focus on spice this month. And the latest collections are usually listed. You can then just browse by categories. This is just a little video to show you a little bit about Cookidoo, and then you can just go to discover, which is really the same as searching. But when you first start with Cookidoo, if you just play around with search, search brings up all the recipes. So we've actually just got Australia highlighted here. So these are all on the Thermomix in Australia platform. 2,606 results are found. So you can scroll through all of these recipes and just see what takes your fancy. What I'm going to do is actually just take a peek at this recipe here. This is caramel date and walnut bunt, and there's a new bunt tin out in the mix shop. So there's quite a few bunt recipes being focused on, and there's actually a new collection on bunt recipes. But this one I've been told is really nice. So if I just tap on this one, okay, so I can again scroll down like I can on the Thermomix. The same information and everything is here. It also tells me what collection it's in. Obviously I can't start cooking on my laptop, but I can add it to something. So if it's something I just want to perhaps have a further look at, I might just bookmark it. I can add it to a collection. I can add it to my week, so I can pop it in a calendar on a specific day that I want to cook it. And I can also add it to a shopping list. So I don't actually want to cook this, so I'm not going to add it to my week and shopping list. I just want to add it to a collection for the future. So I've got lots of collections that I've made. I have baking, so I could put it in baking, but I'm actually going to create a new collection, and I'm going to just call this bunt. So I'm going to save it, and that's actually going to go now into a collection called bunt. So if we go back to the search screen, we can actually search for specific ingredients, for recipes via tags. Let's search pork. My daughter-in-law loves her pork, and pork belly with spring onions. I'm sure she would really like that one. So let's just tap on that one. I might actually put that in to my week. I think we're having visitors on Sunday, so let's pop it into the calendar for Sunday and save it. I'm actually going to add this to my shopping list as well. So say I want to search for a specific recipe. You can see what I've been searching for. Let's go for shepherd's pie. So there are a few different recipes to do with shepherd's pie. You can see they've got different star ratings. The ratings give you an idea of maybe how popular they've been, but because something's not got a high star rating doesn't mean to say that you shouldn't give it a go, because everybody has different tastes. Let me show you a little bit more now about the filters. So you can see here we are just on the Australian platform. So if I deselect Australia, we've now got 12 results for shepherd's pie. There's one here that's 4.6, takes an hour and 40 minutes. So you've got information here on how long the recipe is going to take. I think I might go for this one. Let's add it to my week, and I think I might pop this in for next Thursday. Save that. Okay, so that shows you how you can search for a specific recipe. So what about searching with ingredients? So say I've got maybe some mushrooms in my fridge that I really need to use up. So let's have a look at what we might find with mushrooms. Okay, we've got 544 results for mushrooms. Let's have a little play with some filters. So the filters will really narrow down your search. So we could search for starter soups, pasta right dishes, main dishes. It can extend that. Let's go for main dishes, vegetarian. We've now got 104 results. Let's go for tags. So for tags you can use for things like dietary requirements. You could search vegetarian, gluten-free, dairy-free, ketogenic. You can even search for occasions. So you could search Mother's Day or afternoon tea or Christmas, Easter, things like that. All of those things you can put into tags and it will narrow down your search to a more specific area. So I'm just going to put gluten-free in there. So we've now got a gluten-free tag. We could look at how easy or difficult the recipe is supposed to be. With guided cooking, the machine, the TM6 or the TM5 with the cook key is going to actually tell you step by step how to do these recipes. So no recipe is hard. It's more advanced if it has more steps probably. Okay, we won't worry about the difficulty, but we may be in a bit of a rush. We might be busy, so let's go for a short prep time. But we don't mind if it takes longer to cook, so we'll have equal to or greater than 45 minutes. We can also have portions. So say we've got a large family and we want to cook for 8, or there may just be the 2 of us and we may just want something that's suitable for 2. You can search by ratings as well. So you might only want to search what people consider the best recipes, or you might be more adventurous and go for no ratings at all. Let's just have a look at the whole lot. Thermomix version is also a search field. You know, when as a consultant we're doing demonstrations, we would probably just go for TM6 only because we want to select recipes that show the features of the TM6, but you can leave that blank. But if you've got a TM31, it's probably important that you just select TM31 recipes because of the difference in bowl size. You can select your language as well. So if we go for English, we've now got 10 results. There are lots of different countries that you can search. France, Germany, all sorts of countries, but a lot of those recipes are in foreign languages, which is great if you've got students. Let's have a look at the 10 results that we've got with those filters. So you can see here we've got vegetarian, gluten-free, prep timeless, than 15 minutes, total time 45, and we want the recipe in English. So we've got mushroom soup, asparagus and mushroom stir fry, garlic mushrooms, kimchi stew, and mushroom bolognese. That's only going to take 45 minutes. It's got 4.7 stars. Let's take a look. Okay, that looks pretty nice to me. I am going to add that. Actually, no, I'm going to cook that today because I need to use up my mushrooms. So I'm going to put that in cook today. And I don't need the shopping list because I've already got all my mushrooms. So we've looked at searching recipes and how you search by ingredients. When you search, let's just have a look at, say, something easy like chicken. Again, lots and lots of results found just for Australia. If you go to your filters with ingredients, you can actually add ingredients, or if you put a minus sign in, you could have say minus brown onions, without brown onions. So you can also search recipes with ingredients that you don't want. So if you're allergic to onion or you don't like onion, you can take those out of your search. So that's really quite a useful tool too. We'll show 369 or 96 results, and let's go with chicken and cashews. And we're just going to add that to our week. And I'm going to put that in for Monday. Save it and add it to my shopping list. Okay, so we've done lots of searching of recipes. Another way that you can search is to actually search collections. So these are collections and cookbooks. On the Australian platform, there are 116 collections for you to explore and cookbooks. So these are the latest ones: Nice Bundt Street Food, Cookidoo Celebration, and this one by Louise Keats, Nourish Your Gut, which is really good because we're all, I think, understanding more and more how important gut health is, not just to our digestive system, but to our immune system and our brain health as well. So these are really interesting things to search. Some of them are cookbooks. So these little collections probably have 10, 12 recipes in, but there are whole cookbooks, including the basic cookbook, Simply Delicious. The Around Asia is a fairly recent cookbook. And some of the collections focus on the new functions of the TM6, like the slow cook, sous vide. There'll be some high heat collections as well, and sugar work collections. And of course, if you deselect Australia, then you've got access to a lot more. So now we've got 4,205 collections, but you may need to go into your filters here and select your country or region that you're interested in. If we just want the English speaking ones, we would go to the UK and the United States, and Canada should be in here somewhere, Canada. So that would give us all the English collections. And there are some really great ones. You know, whatever your cultural background, you're going to find some great collections to explore. Welsh rarebit with Branston pickle. Yeah, maybe putting that in for the Sunday breakfast. Okay, so let's just go back again and search. You've got recipes, you've got collections, and you've got articles. So this is where Cookidoo becomes a little bit like a magazine for your enjoyment. Again, we've just got Australia, short crust pastry in Thermomix, all sorts of closer look at low carb, back to school, Around Asia. So it really is a fantastic resource for all sorts of information, inspiration, and guidance with your cooking. Okay, so if I go now to my week, you'll see that I've got recipe to cook today, and we've got Sunday, Monday, and Thursday organized. So my shopping list, I can show the ingredients. I can organize my shopping list by recipes or by category, so like baking ingredients, and I can go through and deselect what I have. So I've already got sugar and sesame seeds. I do have lime juice. I've got limes in the garden. Of course, we've got water. Corn flour I've got. I need pork and I need chicken breast. Got oil. So you can see how you can go through and deselect what you have. But at the bottom here, you can actually add items to your shopping list. So we might add, I know I need some dishwashing tablets, add that, and so on. So those items you can add to your shopping list. So once you've checked your shopping list, you've deselected what you've got, and you've added the other things that you want, you can share your shopping list or you can print it. So you can share it, you can copy it and paste into an email or Word document, smartphone notes, or other shopping list app, or you can print. But there is another little button here, order ingredients, which is something that is fairly new. So if you set yourself up with a delivery account with Woolies at the moment, or although other supermarkets are coming on board, but it's just Woolworths at the moment, you've got all the items on your shopping list listed here. Now you can actually go in and change. So you can, if I don't want Crisco canola oil, I can go in and swap it for something else. And you might know what they've got on special. So you might choose a different item from the one that they've automatically suggested for you. But if you're happy with the list, then you can just add everything to your Woolies cart. This is where you would put in your Woolworths email and password, and then you'd add it to your cart and off your order goes. It's an amazing thing. It's particularly good if you're busy, if you've got a large family and you just want to do one huge shop per week. But yeah, it's a really useful thing. Many of the consultants are using it and they're finding it's pretty good. So that's another way that Cookidoo can help you. I'm on a 40-minute limit on my Zoom, so I'm just very quickly going to go back to my Thermomix. Okay, so this is just firing up again, and once it's up and running, I will just show you the things that we just did. So if you remember to get to Cookidoo, I just tap on those 3 lines there. Now, my recipes and created collections should now have Bunt on here. Scroll up. There it is, Bunt. So like magic, what I've done on my smartphone or my laptop or my tablet is now automatically available on my Thermomix. Let's just go back again, and actually we'll go to my week. It's just taken a little while. So here are the recipes that we've just added on my laptop. Now on my Thermomix, what I'm going to cook Sunday, Monday and Thursday, and the mushroom bolognese that I'm actually going to cook today. If you just want to bookmark a recipe, you can do that on your Thermomix. You can look at all your saved and created collections on your Thermomix and cook from any of those. Cook today, your week are all on your Thermomix. The one thing that your Thermomix isn't able to do is save to a collection. So you have to do that on your smartphone or tablet or your computer. And it's actually a much nicer platform to browse on anyway, I think. Actually, even whilst your Thermomix is cooking, you can access Cookidoo. So yeah, I'm really very motivated by Cookidoo. I find that I get a lot of fun out of just browsing, selecting recipes to try. I've got a collection there that is must make, and it just gets longer and longer and longer. I wish there were more people to cook for and more days to cook. Anyway, I really hope that this is helpful to you. And if you do have any questions about Cookidoo, please feel free to ask your consultant or just message me. I'd be very happy to help. I don't profess to be an expert because I'm learning all the time as well. But it is something that is definitely worth making the most of. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to talk to you again soon.